Hi, welcome to today's tutorial. Today you will see me painting this beautiful painting from Japan with Mount Fuji at the background. So the first step is to lightly draw out your image using a pencil. Make sure that it's pretty light and not too dark. And I'm going to start off first with creating the background for the sky. So what I normally do is mix out my colors in the palette and then check it out on a swatch and then start painting it onto my paper. So you can use a wet on wet technique. In this case, I'm using a mix of wet on dry and then wet on wet. After the sky, I'm going to move on to the mountain. So the top part of the mountain has snow caps. So the bottom part is what I'm going to highlight right now. Similar blues, you can use a slightly darker one than from your sky to make a little bit of difference to show the effect of it. And I'm just going to darken the sky behind my mountain and also at the top so that there is a little bit of highlight. You can layer up. Always start with lighter layers because you can always build up your colors in watercolors. Never start with a darker layer. That would end up creating a lot of issue because you cannot erase it. So I'm now going to do the area between the trees and the mountain. I'm adding a little bit of green for the grassland over there, and then I'm going to do this building, and you can watch me creating all the tiny details and the layering step by step. Before I move on to the cherry blossoms, I'm going to create a very light layer for the ground, which is in like a mustardish yellow, and then I'm going to use my pink colors for creating the cherry blossoms, which makes it much easier because once you create the leaves and the trees, it's going to be really hard for you to color the background. You can always layer darker colors over lighter colors in watercolor, so use that medium to your advantage. When you're painting smaller areas, make sure that you switch your brush to a smaller size. Have a good set of brushes from your size 2, 0. There's also 00, there is 000. There are a lot of different ones which are available. So do a little bit of investment in those brushes. Make sure you have at least one in the smaller size. You can look at my other tutorials and also my unboxing videos of miniature brushes and other kind of smaller size brushes which will help you to understand the advantages of having really thin brushes. Now for doing the cherry blossoms, I'm picking up pink and using the lightest version of it to create the first layer. all you need to do is dab on. You will notice that when this pink is layered over green, you do get a slightly different color, but don't worry about all of that. There will be a little bit of translucent layers in watercolors, and that's the beauty of it. So all you need to do is layer up. Each layer, make sure that it's darker than the one in the earlier layer, so slowly it will start coming to life. Once you're done with the layers of cherry blossoms, use brown and create details for your branches and add the details also for your building accordingly. For the finishing touches here, I've used a brush. You can also use your Micron pens or your calligraphy pens for the same. Thank you.